I received an order for a custom cross, and I'm going to walk you through all the steps it takes to make this. Hey, welcome back to the shop, everybody. Today I'm going to be making a cross, not a little cross, but actually a large cross. And this is going to be in addition to my Etsy store. But the reason I'm doing it is that I had a client contact me and they wanted a custom order, roughly a 36-inch long cross by roughly 18 inches. And they kind of waited to the last minute to get this order in. Their brand new church is opening up next week, and I need to get this out the door tomorrow. So we'll get going on this. So let me show you the wood that I chose. This is chunky walnut. It's 5'4". It's got some beautiful grain patterns to it. And once I apply a finish, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. And this is kind of the ideal cross material too, because it's got a couple of funky things in the back. Uh, it's not a problem because it's in the back. So that'll work out great. Uh, the the difficulty of this project is minimal. It's a very simple project, and you can do it with basic hand tools and power tools. But I'm going to show you my process, and it's a little bit of a glue up, a little bit of cutting, but it's going to be fun. And hey, I'm glad you're hanging out with me. Well, here's a quick pro tip. You know, when you're doing custom work, you have to think about how are you going to ship it. So when I talked to the client, and then they wanted a 3-foot cross, I said, well, how about 35 inches? Sure, no problem. Now, why 35? Well, I have the perfect box for this. It's 36 inch by 24 inch. So it's going to fit the cross perfectly, and it'll have plenty of room for packaging so it doesn't get damaged in shipping. So there you go. Just kind of a tip to keep in mind when you're doing custom work. Like with any project, I'm going to start off with my cut list. Well, I have my pieces of wood now, and I need to square up an edge. So I'm going to go ahead and run this through the joiner, and then I'll be able to do my cuts at the table saw. Okay, now I've got to rip this wood down to 4 inches, and then we'll do our glue up. Be sure to hit subscribe to follow my content. Okay, so all I need to do now is get this thing registered. I'm going to lay this out so the cross section will start at 24 inches. And this will just be my registration mark so I can line up everything in my glue up. Speaking of glue up, it's time. Let's get this done. Well, as you can see, this is a simple glue up, nothing to it. And, you know, I've been thinking about how much time am I going to have into this project, and maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half with finish. So not a great deal, but kind of a fun project. I know it's going to turn out great, and the parishioners are absolutely going to love this. Okay. By the way, I'm using Jorgensen clamps, and they're beasts. They are really well made, very heavy duty. They work flawlessly. So I'm going to let this sit in the clamps for about an hour, and then I'm going to go ahead and pop them off the clamps, and we'll be able to keep moving forward. Okay, there we go. Gotta love it. Got our little bead of glue coming out. That's what we want. Don't want to over tighten the clamps. There we go. Everything looks good. I should mention, I do wipe off the bead of glue. Not a big deal. You could scrape it off at the end. I'm not going to be able to flip this over, so I will have to scrape the bottom. But there you go. Okay, the glue up went really well. Everything is tight. It looks good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sand both sides just to get everything level. This is, there might be a 30/2 of an inch off. So I'll clean that up. If you don't have a drum sander, use some 80 grit, go after it, make it all smooth and pretty. I'm going to do the sanding in time lapse. The drum sanding's done, but while I was drum sanding, check this out. I've got my CO2 laser working for me. I'm doing bread bow knives. They're really cool, and I've got videos on that if you're interested. But I'm making the best use of my time, and that's the beauty of having a laser or a CNC machine, because you can be working on one project and the machine's doing the other. Well, it's time for some router table action. What I'm going to do is put a 45-degree angle on this cross, and here's an idea what it's going to look like. See, it's got the nice little angle here and on the back side, and then the face is nice and flat. It's going to look really slick. By doing the back side, when it sits up against the wall, you get kind of a shadow and it gives it a nice effect. It's just a subtle little touch and it always looks good. Everybody loves it. So I'm going to do that in time lapse, and then we'll get into sanding and finishing. We're just about done. I can get ready to ship this thing. In the show notes, I'm going to put a link to the bread bow knife video and the templates. Well, inevitably, when I'm videoing, the neighbors are mowing and weed eating, so sorry about the background noise if it's coming through, but this turned out really slick. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand this. I'll start at 120, go to 180 and 220, and then I'm going to apply a finish. I'm not going to show you the sanding. I don't want to waste your time, but we'll come back when this project is completely done. I'll have a hanger put on and show you the final product. It's looking really nice. Well, this project is a wrap. The cross turned out beautifully. I wouldn't change a thing, honestly. It took a little over an hour, so a very simple project. Customers can be very happy. So nice. I'm happy. All right. So do me a favor, hit subscribe, hit the bell. We've got lots more coming up, and we'll see you next time.